E.N.D here. We are in day 17 of the spoilers for War of the Spark. And we have already 17 days of spoilers. The spoiler season was quite long, and I think it was a really a nice suspense spoiler season. Today we have a couple of cards that have been spoiled. There are a couple of interesting cards that have been spoiled, and by the end of the week we'll still have more spoilers. We'll still have a couple of cards that still have to be spoiled. We'll still have a couple of mythics that still will have to see what War of the Spark will reserve to us. Also, a little bit of spoiler. The cards that have been spoiled today give a little bit of insight about the story of War of the Spark. We have already seen that thanks to Nizmizet, that he diverted the Elder spell on himself, the Gatewatch manages to defeat Nicol Bolas in this particular war. Let's not waste more time and let's see the cards that have been spoiled. The first card I'm going to show you is a joke card, and I really like this joke. This creature, the Colossal Dreadmaw, have been seen already 3 reprints: Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, and also M25, and we see a copy of Colossal Dreadmaw in War of the Spark. This is not a real card, this is not a real spoiler, this is only a joke. Let's move this card away. The first card that have been spoiled is Blast Zone. This have been leaked in the weekend. On Sunday I have showed you this card. Blast Zone enter the battlefield with a charge counter on it. You tap for 1 colorless, XX tap, put X charge counters on Blast Zone, 3 tap, sacrifice Blast Zone, destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Blast Zone. This is a land, an engineering explosive land. Quite interesting card. Soul Diviner. For 1 blue and 1 black, it's a 2/3 zombie wizard. Tap, remove a counter from an artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker you control. You draw a card. This card shows that as the Eternal's cold finger tightened around his throat, Domri realized what kind of master he had rushed to serve. This card shows that the Eternal removes the spark from Domri, and Domri realizes that Nicol Bolas, it's an evil, and he was only a pawn in his hand. Biosense Hydra. For 3, 1 green, 1 blue, it's a 4/4 Hydra mutant. It has trample. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter for each loyalty counter on planeswalker you control. Quite interesting card. Whenever 1 or more loyalty counters are put on a planeswalker you control, put that many +1/+1 counters on Biosense Hydra. This is very interesting if you have a deck with, and you have in play, a certain number of planeswalkers. This can be quite large, and with its trample will do a lot of damage. Out of Kaya. Out of Kaya. Kaya, finally, she realized that Nicol Bolas, he was evil, and she goes with the Gatewatch, and therefore she takes the oath. For 1 white and 1 black, it's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures, Out of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player and you gain 2 life. Here we see also a little bit of insight about Kaya. I have crossed the multiverse, helping the dead move on in serving of the living. But what I witnessed here on Ravnica these last few months, these last few hours, has changed everything I thought I knew. Never again. For the living and the dead, I will keep watch. Kaya takes the oath of the Gatewatch, and finally she joins Gideon, Jace, and the others in the battle against Nicol Bolas. Casualties of War. 2 to black and 2 green. It's a sorcery. Choose one or more. You can choose to destroy a target artifact, a target creature, a target enchantment, a target land, and a target planeswalker. You can choose one of them, you can choose 2, 3, 4, 5, or all of them together. It's a very interesting card, it's a very strong card, and I believe that Commander, this card, will surely see a lot of play. Last card, Finale of Revelation. I believe that we'll have a set of Finale. We've already saw the one that Nicol Bolas, that Nismizit takes the Alter spell on himself. This is another card, Finale of Revelation, for X and 2 blue. It's a sorcery. You draw X card. If X is 10 or more, instead shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw X cards, untap up to 5 lands, and you have no maximum hand size until the rest of the game. Exile Finale of Revelation. This is the last card that has been spoiled today. It's an interesting card. We'll see a cycle of this Finale. We'll see one in white, one in black, and one in green. So stay tuned to this channel for more spoilers about War of the Spark and news about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.